Hello everyone, we are going to learn about Kandyan Kingdom today. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the beginning of the Kandyan Kingdom, which was the last kingdom of Sri Lanka, its expansion, its administration, its social and economic patterns. The Kandyan Kingdom was a ruling center which was established in a location that was naturally protected due to its geographical position. This kingdom was established centered around the city of Kandy or Senkadagala in the central hills of Sri Lanka. This is the one of most important kingdom and it was the last independent kingdom of Sri Lanka. And it survived attacks from the Portuguese and Dutch. Later, this kingdom was invaded by British and they established their rule in 1850. The Kandyan kingdom was known by the various names such as Senkadakala Nuwara, Udarata Rajadhaniya, Kande Udanuwara and Mahanuwara Rajadhaniya. The capital of Kande Udarata Rajadhaniya was Kandy or else Mahanuwara. It is naturally protected location. The city of Kandy is protected by the river of Mahaveli. It is very difficult to access this city due to the ghats such as Balana and Hunnasgiriya. Further, the Kandyan kingdom consists of a balmy climate and fertile land. King Sena Sammata Vikramabahu. While King Parakrambahu VI was ruling in Kotte kingdom, Kandy area was one of administrative unit that was being ruled under the Kotte kingdom. Sources reveal that a riot was started under Jyotiya Sithu against King Parakrambahu VI for winning a freedom for Kandy from Kotte kingdom. Kotte kingdom gradually grew weaker after the death of King Parakrambahu VI. Before that riot was completely failed. Taking the advantages of this situation, a powerful allied named Sena Sammata Vikramabahu got the Kandyan kingdom freed from the rule of the Kotte kingdom and established a separate kingdom center around the Senkadagala city. Accordingly, the first king of the Kandyan kingdom was Sena Sammata Vikramabahu and he was known as the founder of Kandyan kingdom. And we have to know he was a provincial ruler of the Kotte kingdom. After King Sena Sammata Vikramabahu, his son Jayavira Bandara, he ruled this country for a long time. He was one of friend of King Mayadunna, who was the ruler of Sitawaka. In the incident Vijayabahu Kolle that took place against King Vijayabahu VI, who was then ruler of Kotte kingdom, King Jayavira Bandara supported King Mayadunna for this Vijayabahu Kolle. After the King Jayavira Bandara, his son Karaliyadda Bandara ascended to the throne in Kandyan kingdom. He maintained friendly relationship with the Portuguese. The Kandyan chieftains were unhappy about this friendly relationship of the Karaliyadda Bandara. Therefore, they supported to Sitawaka ruler King Sitawaka Rajasingha. The person called Veerasundara Bandara, who was the chieftain of Kandy, assisted the King Rajasingha I to invade the Kandyan kingdom. Karaliyadda Bandara, who could not face this invasion, and he fled to the Portuguese with his daughter Kusumasana Devi and son-in-law Yamasingha Bandara. Kusumasana Devi was baptized in the name of Dona Katarina and the Yamasingha Bandara as a Don Pili. We'll see who is this Kusumasana Devi. She was a daughter of Karaliyadda Bandara and she had 3 husbands, namely Yamasingha Bandara and Vimaladharma Suryavan, the King Senarath. And she had 3 sons, namely Prince Mahasthana and Prince Vijayapala and Prince Kumarasingha. King Rajasingha I. King Rajasingha I, he was the first invader of the Kandyan kingdom. King Rajasingha I, who captured the Kandy in 1580, ruled the areas in Kandy from Sitawaka. But the King Rajasingha I suspected Veerasundara Bandara and tractfully killed him. After this incident, the son of Veerasundara Bandara fled to the Portuguese and was baptized in the name of Don Juan Austria. This person later was known as Vimaladharma Suryavan. Vimaladharma Surya I, he was son of the Veera Sundara Bandara, and his actual name was Konappu Bandara, and his baptized name Don Juan of Austria, and he became a ruler of Kandyan Kingdom 1592 to 1604 as a Vimaladharma Surya I, and he died 1604 AD. King Vimaladharma Surya I, he faced several challenges to become a king of the Kandyan kingdom. You know, King Vimaladharma Surya I became the king after the Yamasingha Bandara was the son of Veerasundara Bandara. He was the beginner of new dynasty in Kandy. So these are the challenges he faced. Not having a legal royal inheritance and had to liberate the Kandyan kingdom from clutches of Portuguese. And he wanted protecting the Kandyan kingdom from Sitavaka influences. At the same time, he had to rebuild the declined Buddha Sasana. And he had to enhance the economic affairs of the Kandyan kingdom too. King Vimaladharma Surya I took several steps to establish his legal rights to Kandyan kingdom. He established his right by marrying Kusumasana Devi, who had the legal rights to the Kandyan kingdom. And he abandoned Roman Catholic religion and embracing Buddhism, getting a Buddhist name as a Vimaladharma Surya I. And he brought the scared tooth relic which was hidden in temple of Delgamunu to Kandy. The king defeated King Rajasingha I with the help of Kandians in order to protect the country from the influence of the kingdom of Sitavaka. There were several steps that king took to save the Kandian kingdom from the clutches of Portuguese. The first one, defeating the Portuguese completely in the Battle of Danture. It was 1594. And he supported the rebellion against the Portuguese organized by the people of Low Country. And he tried to get the assistance of Dutch to expel the Portuguese from this country. King Vimaladharma Surya took several steps to rebuild the declined Buddha Sasana. He brought Upasampada from Myanmar. And he renovated all temples such as Lankatilaka, Riddhi Vihara and Gadaladeniya Vihara. The king took several measures for the economic development of the Kandyan kingdom and taking action to develop agriculture, encouraged to enhance the cotton cultivation and developing the iron and steel industries in Kothmale and Valapan areas and attempt to develop the Kandyan kingdom. After King Vimaladharma Surya I passed away, his son were a very young age. Therefore, cousin brother of the king Vimaladharma Surya I named Prince Senarath became the king of Kandyan kingdom in 1604. There were several challenges that he had to face, establish his royal inheritance in Kandyan kingdom because he was one of brother of King Vimaladharma Surya I. Minimizing the threats that came from the Portuguese against the Kandyan kingdom. So, during the early period of the King Senarath ruling, he married Kusumasana Devi and established his kingship. King Rajasingha II. Prince Rajasingha ascended to the throne of Kandyan kingdom as a Rajasingha II with the demise of King Senarath. He faced several challenges during his ruling time, such as preventing the attack of the Portuguese to the Kandyan kingdom and expelling the Portuguese from this country and minimizing the threats to the Kandyan kingdom from the chieftains. Also, he wants to liberating the Kandyan kingdom from the Dutch influences. So, next king of our country, King Vimaladharma Surya II. After King Rajasingha II, his son Vimaladharma Surya II became the king of Kandyan kingdom. He was not as clever as his father. Therefore, it seems that the Kandyan chieftains strengthened their power during this king's ruling period. He acted peacefully with Dutch after he became the king. Though he was not a clever ruler, he was able to protect the areas where the power had been expanded in the Kandyan kingdom. He also rendered some services on behalf of our Kandyan kingdom. He protected the areas where the power had been extended in Kandyan kingdom. And also he took a measure to bring the higher audience from Burma into this country with the support of the Dutch. The next king was King Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha. Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha, who was a son of Vimala Dharmasuriya II, ascended to the throne of Kandyan kingdom in 1707. He was known as a weak ruler of the Kandyan kingdom, and he did not have any of good knowledge about the administration. The result of this was that the Kandyan chieftains strengthened their power once again. This king, as his father, married a South Indian princess. This being King Vamala Dharmasuriya II, he got married the South Indian lady. At the same way, his son Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha, he also got married a South Indian princess. And they did not have any children from this marriage. And the result of this was the queen's brothers inherited the kingship and the following the South Indian tradition. So the new dynasty was formed after the King Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha. It's called as the Nayaka dynasty. The King Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha passed away in 1739 without leaving an heir to the throne in this country. In this case, in accordance with the South Indian tradition, the queen brother Prince Sri Vijay Raja Singha became the king of Kandyan kingdom. Therefore, the new royal dynasty which was started with this king. He was known as first ruler of Nayaka dynasty, and he embraced the Buddhism, and he too acted bring the high audience from Burma according to Velivita Saranankara Dero. But that attempt was unsuccessful, and he too married with the South Indian princess, and he died 1747. After the death of King Sri Vijay Raja Singha, his wife's brother Kirti Sri Raja Singha ascended to the throne of Kandyan kingdom. That means the King Sri Vijay Raja Singha also did not have any of children to become a king of the Kandyan kingdom. So that after death of King Sri Vijay Raja Singha, his wife brother Kirti Sri Raja Singha ascended to the throne of Kandyan kingdom 1747. So it has been recorded that since Kirti Sri Raja Singha was at a very young age as a 16 years old boy when he came to power. His father Neranappa Nayakar interfered in the affairs of the ruling. So he also rendered several services on behalf of the Buddhist revival. The first one is establishing higher audience again by the sending messengers to Thailand by the king and accompanying the bhikkhus led by Upali Thero. With this, the beginning of the present day Siam sect took place. And he renovated the temple in upcountry as well as in all country. And he granted the post of Saranankara Thero and assisting the Thero to create a Buddhist revival. After this Kirti Sri Raja Singha, Rajadi Raja Singha, his brother, became the king of Kandyan kingdom. By this time, the disputes were developing between the Kandyan chieftain and Nayaka kings. An important event that took place during his ruling time was seizing the coastal area of Sri Lanka by English in 1796. King Rajadi Raja Singha too passed away without successor in 1798.